Hi, my name is Shane Taylor. I'm the product manager for Pit Express here at G2E 2025, and today we'll be talking about my product. Pit Express is a digital marker solution. We're really excited about the product. It accomplishes three things for operators. It improves the guest experience, improves work efficiencies for the employees, as well as helping ensure operators are following their internal controls when issuing and redeeming and voiding markers. Today we'll just walk through issuing a marker on Pit Express. Here you can see the application. It is a progressive web application designed to be displayed on a tablet. First thing, a player will come to the table. You'll want to go look for the player. So we'll go ahead and search for a player. From here we'll bring up the profile. We'll issue a marker. We'll enter a dollar amount for that player. We'll say they're a known player. We'll issue a marker. At this point, you hand the tablet over to the player. They will enter a 4-digit PIN number that they select for Pit Express specifically as an added layer of verifying the player is who they say they are. The player will then see the digital representation of the marker. They'll review the information, go ahead and sign the document. Continue. They'll pass the tablet back to the employee. From here, the employee will confirm the signature. Do they match? Are they quality? For this scenario, we'll say they're the same. We'll accept it. And then at this point, you'll just follow your normal process of the supervisor and dealer at the table signing off on the transaction. And then from here, we just go ahead and proceed. We do a digital lammer, which represents the transaction. The floor person could lay that on the table for the felt, for surveillance to go ahead and capture it. Once everything's done, chips are pushed, hit done, and that's the end of the transaction. Now I talked through that. Usually when in practice, that is done within less than a minute from start to finish of that transaction, which really helps the player fund the game and get into action a lot quicker than they would in today's world with a paper marker.
Hi, I'm Will Anderson. I'm Director of Product Management for Everi's Payment Solutions team. I'm going to show you the Beyond Pay to Game product today. This is a very quick and easy microtransaction to be able to send funds to the game seamlessly. First, there's a minimal onboarding involved. I'm just going to put in my customer information here. Next, we're going to agree to some terms and conditions. So once you agree to these terms and conditions, it's going to kick you over to a couple more questions. I'm going to go ahead and opt into our marketing here. Then I'm just going to get a quick verification to my device, so a text message that it's going to send me to verify that I own this device. And then you have a couple options here. You have an option to add funds with your checking account, PayPal, or even Apple Pay if it's available. So I'm going to add funds with my checking account here. And I'm just going to log into my bank real quick to do an instant bank verification. Okay, so this is a single transaction, single direction transaction to the game. The patron can then play their funds, and when they're done playing, they can just cash out and cash a ticket out at any one of Everi's kiosks.
Michelle Foote, VP of Product Marketing for Loyalty at Everi and IGT. I'm here with our new Quick Redeem module, and obviously for casino marketers, we know that point liability is a big problem with your loyalty rewards program. So what we've done is we've built an intuitive tool in our Trilogy solution that allows operators to configure their loyalty conversions for different buckets all on the fly in the back end. I'll take you through a little bit here and show you some of the key items of it. So you can see here, I've got my redemptions list. This has all the different buckets and all of the different items for the redemptions that you're looking to create. You can go ahead and you can create one on the fly right here. And it'll allow you to create a category, or it'll create a redemption type. If you wanted to have your home screen with the categories, for example, slot play or restaurants or your spa, that's where you would set up the category. For the redemption, you can go in here and click it, and then you can say you're going to do it from a bucket for points or from comps, 2 buckets for points, comp, slot play items, cash back, outlet, whatever you want, you can pretty much configure here. I'll go in and I'll go into a couple of the pre-created ones now. And you can see here I've got the slot play, I've got my hotel stay, so I'll go in and I've got my information about the category assignments, I can schedule it. I've got the enrollment, which is our segmentation. So here if I wanted to go and create a bucket for specifically, let's say my ultimate tier, I can set up buckets for my ultimate tier. And then I can go and I can also set it up to all the players, or I can do by a demographic. So if you've got certain zip codes or age or birthday or their enrollment date, you can use all those criteria. You can also create custom queries if you have specific rules, because we know marketers love to be creative. I'll go in here, you can set up whatever type of content you want for the tile, and we would help you partner with that to make it look good with your UI on the front end kiosks. I'll go here into the conversion cost. So here you've got your scheduler and your quantity. So there's two different types of conversions. You can do it by a quantity. So it's, let's say, 100 points or comps to one ticket for an event that's at your show floor, or one ticket for a baseball game or something like that. Or you can do it on a quantity basis. With the quantity basis, you can see here you would do points to the outlet conversion, so like 100 to 1. And then in here, as I mentioned, the quantity will allow you to set up the enforced quantity, and once that quantity has been hit, it will automatically come off the kiosk. You can also schedule it here, so we've got our points to our outlet, and then here I can go and I can set up just that conversion for specific dates and times, and I can do it by day, or I can do it a full period where it starts and ends, let's say, for a month. So this is really good for your operators that maybe have slower times on Monday to Thursday and they want to do a 1-to-1 conversion ratio, but then again on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday when it's a little bit busier, you want it to be a 5-to-1 conversion ratio. And again, like I mentioned, you can do that on a specific tier basis with your segments as well. So it really gives the operator the opportunity to have everything in the palm of their hands on the back end and push that directly to the kiosk within minutes. You can set up your receipts. So for example, if you've got free play, obviously most people don't issue receipts for free play. It'll go directly into the player tracking system. But for your receipt reprints or your receipts for other conversions, such as if you wanted to purchase a gift or your food and beverage, or let's say you wanted to give them, $100 at the spa, they can get a receipt and take that to your point of sale and redeem it there. The configurations also allow you to set up specific messages that are going to display to the patron when they have a redemption. So if there is an insufficient balance, you can set up that naming convention or exactly what message you want the patron to see on the slot or on the game right at the tip of your fingers. You can select the different screen setups. So you've got a pin pad, an incremental redemption, a button redemption. And then if I go in here, I can also set the specific number of buttons I want to see. So if I want to convert it from 3 buttons on the screen on the kiosk to 10 buttons, I can then set up the 10 buttons, and I can just enter the value of those buttons to the system, and it'll automatically push to the kiosks. One other really cool feature in this is the ability to set redemptions at per kiosk basis. So let's say you have some of your kiosks in the buffet, or you have kiosks at your high limit area and you want the conversion ratio to be different for the kiosk at the high limit, or you want buffet vouchers to only be on the kiosk at the buffet area. You can set that all up here with different packages. Well, here we've got the front end, and this is exactly how your patrons are going to interact with the quick redeem module. I'll go ahead and I can see an uncarded session. I'm going to go swipe my card. And then I'm going to go into my account. And I've entered my PIN. I can see I have 98,000 points available, and I've got my redemption button right here. I'm going to go click that. So what I showed you on the back end, you can see all these tiles and categories now on the front end kiosk. I can see I've got 98,000 points, and I have all these different options that we configured in the back end as easy as possible. And now you can see where I can go and take them. So here I want to go and do a hotel stay, and I want to get, let's say, $57 off my hotel stay. I can see it's a conversion ratio of 100 to 1, just like we had it set up in the back. And I'll go click redeem. It'll tell me I'm going to convert 5,700 points to $57 in a voucher for my hotel stay. It'll print the receipt, and it'll tell you the adjustment has been successful. This automatically takes it directly to the player tracking system, deducts the points, gives you the receipt that you can then go take to the hotel guest services. Another couple options we have here are entertainment, slot play, table play. So if we wanted to go look at table play, this is that incremental counter we talked about. That's where you can go and you can say, I'm going to do, instead of, a pin pad where I did $37 in redemptions, I can do $13 in table play through an incremental counter, or I can select max redeem, and it takes my total available balance and converts it into how many dollars I have available. This is all customizable in the back end, and it'll adhere to the daily buckets that you've set up in the back end as well. If I go back, since I don't want to redeem it all on table play, I can also go and see what are the food outlets. You saw up there we had the conversion for all, or the tiles for all of the different outlets, and now I can see these same exact tiles here. So it's customizable to your branding and is available for easy for you to set up. So here you see on this one, the conversion ratio is 500 to 1 instead of 100 to 1. So my max conversion is $184 instead of $300. So if I wanted to do that, that is exactly how I would use it as a patron. It is extremely easy to set up, and if they don't have any available points to redeem, the redeem button just disappears off the My Account screen.